Colorado will soon start ticketing drivers if they're caught illegally driving in I-70 toll lanes.
This especially applies, or specifically, to that narrow 13-mile stretch of express toll lanes between Empire and Idaho Springs. That's where we find number 7's Ivan Rodriguez.
All right, Ivan, how much will those fines be? When does this take effect?
Well, it's a hefty fine. Right now we're on I-70, traveling right between Empire and Idaho Springs. I'll go ahead and flip the camera around for you. You can see where we are now.
The fine is a little extreme.
This week, Governor Polis signed a new bill into law allowing CDOT to use its I-70 license plate readers to collect tolls and to collect cash from drivers who use the express lanes when they're closed.
People should be following the law. I just think that it's open so erratically. People don't always know when it's open. Maybe you didn't notice the last sign, so you jump in, you jump out, use it as a passing lane. That's going to be a steep fine.
According to state data, last year, about 45,000 drivers used the eastbound express toll lane when it was closed. CDOT says drivers who use the lane illegally risk creating a serious crash.
Coming down from Empire, there's some blind corners. You come up over hills on that, and you won't know if that lane is closed and you're going 80 miles, 75, 85 miles an hour, and you come around a corner and there's someone changing a tire. You're not going to have enough time to stop.
Another big question from drivers we spoke with between Empire and Idaho Springs is why the toll lanes seem to be closed so often.
I think it's ridiculous. There ought to be a way for them to create a lane that's open 7 days a week.
I want to do what is safe for the most amount of people, first and foremost. Secondly, let's do what makes sense. And if that's keep that lane open a little bit more, then we need to do that.
CDOT says it all comes down to federal regulations, limiting the time they can be open each year.
The eastbound is open 100 days a year, it can be open 100 days a year, and the westbound can be open 125 days a year. And that's because it's a peak period shoulder lane, not a full-time express lane like the other corridors.
Still, it's a hefty new fine for drivers looking to beat traffic when toll lanes aren't open.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to use it.
Much like getting caught on a red light camera when you're driving in the city, drivers will be mailed that up to $250 fine if they go into that toll lane when they're closed. Live on I-70, Ivan Rodriguez, Denver 7.
Ivan, thank you. Please do be careful out there. Also, a reminder to move over for emergency vehicles. A Jeffco deputy was sent to the hospital last night after that deputy's cruiser was hit while investigating a crash along C-470. The deputy's going to be okay and is now out of the hospital.